Hi, I'm Angela Lee, the Executive and Artistic Director of the Hayti Heritage Center. I'm sitting here in our historic performance hall, a space that originally was the sanctuary for St. Joseph's African Methodist Episcopal Church. We've been sitting in this space since 1891. It was very concerning that as more and more people came into this space and sat on the pews, they were in danger of really needing to be restored. There was a safety issue. And of course, it's our charge to make sure that we preserve this beautiful historic space. We were so blessed to apply for and receive funding through the National Trust for Historic Preservation to restore our 28 stained glass windows. It was during that process that I learned about Mumford and kept them in mind because, one, they had an excellent reputation, but two, they were familiar with the work of restoration. And three, they did pews. Now, we had to get different bids, but it worked out that we got just who we wanted. And the proof is in the pudding because the pews are beautiful. The process that they undertook to get this work done is fascinating. I want everybody to know that it was more than just hammers and nails. It was an intensive process and well worth the effort. And I want everyone to know that it's going to help preserve this space for hopefully another 132 years and more.
Well, this house, the Sanford House, was built in 1797. Mr. Mumford came to look at it. It was leaning toward the floor. They took it down, and the whole, I call it the crown piece, it was just flapping in the breeze. And many of the elements were broken and missing. We don't have any idea where they're from. And on the surface, someone through the years had tried to paint over the frame, and it had a very brown, it looked like a brown mirror, basically. We were pleased to have it because it's one of the few original pieces to the house, but it was in terrible shape. He first came down here and repaired historic exterior shutters on the Oval Ballroom in the Baker Haig Nimitz house, and I was thrilled that he would come and do that because it is very difficult to find someone that really knows what they're doing and can execute it. And of course, Mumford Restoration and the whole team work so well together, and they do such a fantastic job. If you think the mirror was magic, the shutters over the years had been painted by, I will say, unprofessionals, and they didn't know what they were doing. And I think that may have caused even further damage than if you do it right. I'm all about don't do it if you can't do it right. But it's those type of pieces, and I would always drag all kinds of things that were in horrible shape, and it was like a miracle, before and after.